Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and the subject today we are studying is Cambridge O Levels, Mathematics Syllabus D. We call it D Maths 4024. Today we have set our hearts to solve a paper 2. And for this purpose, we have selected October-November 2019 2 paper. This paper 2 belongs from the Zone 2 or the Variant 2. The time allowed for this paper is 2 hours 30 minutes, and in this paper the calculator is allowed. In this video, I'm going to present to you the solution of this paper. So let's start, and here we go. This is the paper. Question number 1. He says, Tanya owns a small business. Tanya has 4 employees. Every week, the employees each work for 7 whole 3/4 hours each day for 5 days. Each employee is paid $15.20 per hour. Calculate the total amount Tanya pays her 4 employees in 1 week. Okay, so she has four employees. In 1 day, each one works for 7 whole 3/4 hours, and they work 5 days in a week. And the price, the cost, or the salary is $15.20 per hour. So multiply all these, you will get the total payment. The method is simple. So you see the pay. So how much pay she will have to give? 5 days, 4 employees. $15.20 is the cost for 1 hour, and multiplied with the 7.75. 3/4 means 0.75. So you will get $2,356. $2,356 is the right answer, sir. So this is the solution of the A part. Question number 1, B part. He says, the business made a profit of $25,700 in 2017 compared with $22,102 in 2018. Calculate the percentage decrease in the profit from 2017 to 2018. So we want to find out so we want to find out the percentage profit and percentage loss, the percentage decrease. So that is decrease divided by the old value multiply 100. So how much is the decrease? 25,700 minus 22,102 and divided with the old value, that is 25,700. So it will be 3,598 divided by 25,700 multiply 100. So that will be 14%. So there is a 14% decrease in the profit. Okay, so we are going to the C part. I don't know why they are gray. So the C part is Tanya must add 8% sales tax to the initial cost of a job. She then adds 15% to the cost, including the sales tax, to find the amount to charge a client. Tanya charges one client a total of $465.75 for a job. Calculate the initial cost of the job. Suppose the initial cost of the job is X, and then add tax in it. So it will be, after the tax is added, the price will be X plus 8% of the X. So that is 108X by 100. Then you have to add 15% addition to this amount. Okay. So 108X by 100 plus 15% of the 108X by 100. And they have given us that it is equals to 465.75. So this will become 1.08x plus, and this thing will become 0.162x equals to 465.75. So you add these two, you get 1.242x equals to 465.7. So it will be, you divide it with the 1.242, you get 374.9, which is $375. So the initial cost is $375. The initial cost is $375, which is the right answer. The marking scheme is showing up on your screen. This is the solution. Okay. So now we are going to the D part. He says Tanya invest $8,500 in an account paying 3.1% per year compound interest. At the end of 5 years, she takes $9,300 from the account to buy new equipment for the business. Calculate how much money is left in the account after buying the new equipment. So first of all, I will calculate how much is the compounded amount, and after finding the compounded amount, we will subtract this 9,300 from it, and then we'll see how much money is left. Okay. So the formula for the compounded amount is P bracket 1 plus R by 100 bracket close raised to power N, or sometimes we say raised to power T. So the principal amount here, that is 8,500. The rate is 3.1% per year. And so the 5 years, so 5 compounded periods. Okay, so you just enter the whole thing in your calculator. How you will enter it? In your calculator, you will write 8,500 multiply bracket start 1 plus 3.1 divide 100 bracket close raised to power 5 equals to, and you will get $9,901.76. From $9,901.76, you will subtract $9,300. So you are left with the $601.76. So you have $601.76 left. $601.75. So our answer is right. This is the solution. I showed you the marking scheme as well. And this is the answer, sir. Okay, so here we have our next question. That is question number 5. Question number 2. So here we have question number 2. So let me reduce the size so you can see the whole diagram. And here we have. So there we have the shape A and B and C are drawn on the grid. The shape A is mapped onto shape B by a reflection. Okay, so they're talking about A and B. So A has been reflected, and this is the image B. The first question is write down the equation of the line, and they say of the line of reflection. Okay, the method is very simple. You see these are the two same points, so you join them and you draw the perpendicular bisector of this line. So this is how you find the line of reflection. And when I will join this point with this point, because they are same, and I will find the perpendicular bisector here. So this is line, this is that line. Okay, this is the perpendicular bisector, this red dotted line I am making. So because it's a horizontal line, so its equation will be y equals to -1. So this will be y equals to -1. So that is the line of reflection. So here my answer, y equals to -1. Y equals to -1 is the right answer, sir. Okay, so then we have the next part. And he said, describe fully the single transformation that maps the shape A onto shape C. Okay, shape A has been mapped onto the shape C, and if you see them, you will observe that the shape C is bigger than the shape A. Shape is same, but they are similar to each other, but the shape C is larger. Its dimensions are larger, length, width, and height. Okay, so what I will do, this is clearly enlargement. So what I will do, I will join the same points. Let me increase the size so you can see it more clearly. So here you see, okay. So what we will do, we will join the corresponding points. For example, this point it will be joined with this point will be joined with this point, and this point will be joined with this point, and this point will be joined with this point. So when you join them, these all lines intersect. You join the corresponding points in the image and the object, and they all intersected here, which is -3, 2. So this is the center of the enlargement. So it's an enlargement, and the center of the enlargement is -3, 2. And if you want to find out the scale factor, I can tell you the scale factor is negative. Why is it negative? If the center of enlargement is between the image and the object, and then the scale factor is negative. So I can find the scale factor. For example, take this side. This is the side in the object. It's 1. And what is the same side in the image? That is 3. So the scale factor will be the image length divided by the object length. That will be 3 by 1. So the scale factor will be, okay. So now you can see that I can write here. This is enlargement, and -3, 2 is the center of enlargement, and the scale factor is -3. The scale factor is -3. Okay. So you can see here, our answer is right. Okay, then they ask us to find transformation T is represented by the matrix -1, 0, 0, -1. T maps shape A onto shape D. Draw and label the shape D. Okay, so what I will do, I will take the, okay, so A is my object, so I will note down its coordinates, the coordinates of its vertices. So its vertices are -6, 1, -6, 3, -5, 1, -5, 2. So I will note down these, okay. This is my object. Okay. These are the coordinates of the vertices of my object. So I know the transformation matrix, that is -1, 0, 0, -1. And we know that transformation matrix multiply the object is equals to the image. So I will multiply the transformation matrix with the image, the object, sorry. And when I will multiply them, automatically I will get the coordinates of the image. So from here, I will take the rows, and from here I will take the columns. Okay. So the first row will multiply with the first column. Okay. And then it will multiply with each column. -1, -6, 6, 0 into 1 will be 0. -1, -6, it is +6, 0 into 3 is 0. -1 into -5 is 5, 0 into 1 is 0. -1 into -5 is 5, 0 into 2 is 2, 0, sorry. Now this row will multiply. 0 into -6 will be 0, -1 into 1 will be -1, 0 into -6 will be 0, -1 into 3 will be -3. 0 into -5, that's 0, -1 into 1 will be -1. 0 into -5 will be 0, -1 into 2 will be -2. So 6 plus 0, that is 6. 6 plus 0 is 6. 5 plus 0 is 5. 5 plus 0 is 5. 0 minus 1 is -1. 0 minus 3 is -3. 0 minus 1 is -1. 0 minus 2 is -2. So these are the coordinates of the vertices of the diagram D. So 6 minus 1, 6 minus 3, 5 minus 1, 5 minus 2. And I will plot this here. So you see, I have plotted that diagram. So this is that figure which they asked us to draw. So let me show you. 5 minus 1, 6 minus 1, 6 minus 3, 5 minus 2. That diagram is right, okay? Okay, so then we are going to the next question. The next question is question number 3. The table shows the times in seconds taken for each of the 12 members of an athletics club to run 400 meters and 800 meters. So these are the times for 400 meters. There are 12 members, and same person, how much time he took to run 800 meters. Okay. On the grid, complete the scatter diagram. The first 6 points have been plotted for you. So this is the scatter diagram. Here is the time for 800-meter race. Here is the time for 400-meter race. So first 6 points they have already plotted, and last 6 points we will plot. So on 56 we will take 129. On 63 we will take 138. On 50 I will plot of point whose coordinate is 126. 61, 131, 53, 119, and 55, 127. So I will plot these points here, and then we will see what happens. So you can see I have plotted this point, this point, this point, this point, this point, this point, this point. Okay. Then he says the runners who took less than 55 seconds to run 400 meter and less than 125 seconds to run 800 meter are selected to enter an athletic competition. So I will draw these lines. So the runners took less than 55 seconds to run. So I draw this line. So you have to remain on the left side of this vertical line. And 125 seconds, and they less than 125 seconds they took to run 800 meter. So basically they are talking about this area. How many members are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically there are 4 such members. 4. Okay. Then their question is, what type of correlation does the scatter diagram shows? If you look at this pattern as you move to the right is going upward. So it's a positive correlation. It's a positive correlation. He says, draw a line of the best fit on the scatter diagram. So you have, you can see, I have drawn this line, and I've tried to draw the line of the best fit. And when you draw the line of the best fit, you try to keep this in your mind that the number of the points above the line should be equal to the number of the lines below the line. It means almost same. The number of points above the line and number of the points below the line should be almost same. And other runner took 65 seconds to run 400 meter. Use your line of the best fit to estimate how long they would take to run 800 meter. Okay. 400 meter race, he took 65. So we go here. So from here, I will go, he is here somewhere. Here somewhere. Okay. You see, it's 135 something, I think. So I think it's 134. From the best fit, we are telling this. So whatever my answer is coming, he says that is acceptable. Okay. Question number 3, it's B part. He says 50 members of the athletic club attempted the high jump. The table summarizes the heights in centimeters of their jump. Okay. The athletics coach uses the mid-interval values to calculate an estimate of the mean height jumped by the 50 athletes. His estimate of the mean is 153.6 centimeters. Explain why the P plus Q is equal to 12. Okay, so if I add all the frequencies, the sum will be equals to how much? 50. So that is thing by which I can make this equation. Summation fx is equals to 50. So add these up, p plus 10 plus 15 plus 13 plus q is equals to 50. So p plus q plus 38 is equals to 50. So p plus q plus equals to 50 minus 38 and p plus q equals to 12. This is what they have asked us to show. Then he says show that 142.5 p plus 142.5 q equals to 187. Okay. So here you see the mean is given. The mean is 153.6. How you find the mean? You multiply the mid value with the frequency. The mid value of this class will be 142.5. Its mid value will be 147.5. Its mid value will be 152.5. Its mid value will be 157.5. And it will be 162.5. You multiply it with the frequency, you got 142.5 p. You multiply the mid value with the frequency, you get 1475. You multiply the mid value with the frequency, you get 2287.5. 157.5 multiply 13, that is 2047.5. And 162.5 multiply q, that is 162.5 q. Okay. Now, if you want to find out the mean, so the mean is already given to us, that is 153.6. So mean is summation fx divided by the summation f. So it will be 142.5 p plus 162.5 q plus 5,810 divided by 50, that is equals to 153.6. So 142.5 p plus 162.5 q plus 5810 equals to 153.6 multiplied 50, and that will become 7680. So you will have 142.5 p plus 162.5 q equals to 7680 minus 5810. So you will have 142.5 p plus 162.5 q equals to 1870. So 1870. Find the value of the p and the value of the q, show you're working. Okay. So now we have two equations. One equation is this, the other equation is this. We will solve them simultaneously. So the p plus q is 12, 142.5 p plus 162.5 q equals to 1870. Okay. So we multiply the upper first bracket equation with the 142.5 and so you will have 142.5 bracket p plus q bracket close minus 142.5 p plus 162.5 q bracket close equals to 142.5 into 12 minus 1870. So it will be 142.5 p plus 142.5 q minus 142.5 p minus 162.5 q equals to 1710 minus 1870. So you will have minus 20 q equals to minus 160. So the q will be equals to 16 by 2, and that is equals to 8. So now you know the value of the q. We will just use this first equation. P plus q is equals to 12. So p plus 8 is equals to 12. So p will be equals to 12 minus 8, and the p will be equals to 8. The p is 8 and the q is so we are done with the question number 3. This is the solution of that third part. Now we are on question number 4. So we have question number 4, and it says complete the table for y is equals to 3 plus 2x minus x cubed divided by 5. So first of all, we have to complete this table. So wherever is the x, you will have put 4 here. So in your calculator, you will write 3 plus 2 multiply 4 minus 4 raised to power 3 divided by 5 equals to, and you will get this. minus 1.8. Minus 1.8. Okay. So then we have draw the graph of this. Okay. From -4 to 4. Okay. So here we have that graph. The grid is already there. So we just have to plot these points. So this is the X value, Y value. At -4, you will have, at -4, you have 7.8. And at -3, you have 2.4. Yeah, this point. At -2, you have 0.6. And this is the point. And at -1, you have 1.2. This is the point, 1.2. And then at 0, you have 3. At 0, you have 3. Okay. At 1, you have 4.8. At 1, we have 4.8. This is the point. And at 2, you have 5.4. At 2, 5.4. This is the point. And at 3, you have 3.6. 3, and you have 3.6. And at 4, you have -1.8. At 4, you have -1.8. This is the point. So what we will do, we will join them with a smooth curve. And so don't flat it, okay? Smooth curve, smooth curve, like this, okay? This is how you will plot these points, and you will join them with a smooth curve. So you get this curve. Okay, then we have the next thing, and they want me to find out. They want to say a C part by drawing a tangent, estimate the gradient of the graph y is equals to 3 plus 2x minus x cubed by 5 at 1, 4.8. Okay, so at 1, 4.8, at 1, 4.8, this is the point. I will draw a tangent. So you can see this line. This is a tangent. Tangent is a line which touches the curve only at that point. Okay, so then I will take 2 points on that tangent. So I will take this point, which is 3, something. This is 3, 8.4, I think. And at -1, it is 1.4, I think. So we can find the gradient, and the gradient will be, my gradient is little more than the answer given in the marking scheme. So your this is because when I draw the tangent, it was little more steeper. So you can make it little less steeper, because my answer is little more than the answer given in the marking scheme. So I have taken 3, 8.4, but the technique is this: -1, 1.4. Then I will find the gradient. You know the formula for the gradient is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So it will be 1.4 minus 8.4. And in the denominator, we will have -1 minus 3. So you will have -7 by -4, that is 7 by 4, that is 1.75. But in the marking scheme, they say the answer will be from 1.2 to 1.6. So my gradient, the answer is little more, because my gradient is little more steeper. So make it little less. If you move a little less, make it little less steeper, it will be good. Okay. On the grid, draw the line 2y plus x equals to 8. Okay. So first of all, I will make the table for this equation. So 2y plus x equals to 8. So y will be equals to 8 minus x divided by 2. So in the place of x, I will put 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. I will get 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Then I will plot this point. At 0, you will have 4. At 0, you have 4. At 2, you have 3. So at 0, you have 4. At 2, you have 3. So join them. So this is that line. This is that line, 2y plus x equals to 8. Okay, then they say, write down the x coordinates of the points where the line intersect the, this is your curve. Okay, so where it cuts the curve here, it cuts the curve here, it cuts the curve here. So check what is the x value here. This is -3.8. What is the value here? It is 0.4. And what is the x value under this point where the line has intersected the curve? And that is 3 point something. So I have written these answers here. So from the graph, I'm telling you where the line intersected that curve, the x values are minus 3.8, 0.4, and 3.3. So my answers are right. I have already checked them with the marking scheme. Okay. Then he says, yeah, these x coordinates are the solution of the equation 2x cubed plus ax plus b equals to 0. Find the values of the a and the value of the b and of the c. So what we will do, we know the equation of the curve, we know the equation of the line, so we will make their y equal to each other. So the line is 2y plus x equals to 8, so y will be equals to 8. Y is equals to 8 minus x, the whole thing divided by 2. The curve is y equals to 3 plus 2x minus x cubed by 5. Because these points, they are basically the intersection, the x coordinates of the intersection of the line and the curve. So I will make the line and the curve equal to each other. So I will make their y basically equals to each other. So 8 minus x, this is by 2. That is the line and this is the curve. So make them equal to each other. So I will take the LCM here. So 8 minus x by 2 equals to 15 plus 10x minus x cubed by 5. So cross multiply. So you will have 40 minus 5x, and this will be 30 plus 20x minus 2x cubed. So rearrange it, 2x cubed minus 5x minus 20x plus 40 minus 30 is equal to 0. So it will be 2x cubed minus 25x plus 10 equals to 0. So the A value is, this is the A value, this is the A value, and this is the B value. This is what they have asked us to do. Okay. So the A is the coefficient of the X and the B is the constant term there. So the A value is minus 25 and the B value is 10. Okay, so we are done with this question. Question number 5, he says the universal set has x such that x is an integer, x is equals to and greater than 1 and equals to and less than 16. So that means the universal set is from 1 to 16. And the x A is x such that x is an even number. So the even numbers will be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. B x is a square number, so the B will be 1, 4, 9, and 16. And x is a factor of 100, so C will be factors of 100 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10. Let me show you. I've written them. Okay, so here we have. So the universal set is from 1 to 16. The A is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. The B is 1, 4, 9, 16. And the C is 1, 2, 4, 5, and 10. So when you write them in the Venn diagram, so the common thing in all of them is 4. So the common between A and B is 4 and 16. And the common between B and C is 4 and 1. The common between the A and C is 4, 10, and 2. And the other members of the A will be 6, 8, 12, and 14. And the other members in the B will be 9. Other members in the C will be 5. The members who are not part of A, B, or C, they are 3, 7, 11, 13, and 15. So their first question is, the second part, I mean, find the number of members in the A complement union B. So you have to remain outside the A, but inside the B. So outside the A means the whole thing, and it's union with the B, so the whole of the B. So outside the A, how many members are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And because you do union with the B, so 16 and 4 will also come. So how many members are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 members. The answer is right. Then they say the P belongs from the A intersection C. Write down all the possible values of the P. So the common between A and C is 2 and 10. And 4 also, sorry. 2, 10, and 4. This is the common between A and C. Okay. So they are 2, 4, and 10. 2, 4, and 10 is the right answer, sir. Okay, then he says Atik has a set of 16 cards numbered from 1 to 16. He takes a card from the set at random. Find the probability that the card shown is odd. It is odd and a square number. Okay, so odd and square number. Okay, so from 1 to 16, the square numbers are 1, 4, 9, and 16. Out of these, who are odd numbers? 1 and 9. So there are 2 odd numbers who are also square numbers. So the probability will be probability of the odd square. Okay. That will be 2 by 16, and that will be 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 is the right answer. Then he says Atik takes 2 cards at random from the set of 16 cards. Find the probability that both cards show even numbers that are factor of 100. Even numbers which are factor of 100 are 2, 4, 10. So those numbers are 2, 4, and 10. So probability of getting out of 16, these are 3. So both cards are from this list. So it is 3 by 16 multiply. Now the 2 card will be left 2 by, and the total card will decrease also by 1, that is 15. So 3 by 16 multiply 2 by 15, and that will be 6 by 240, which is 1 by 40. 1 by 40 is the answer, sir. So 1 by 40 is the answer. 1 by 40. So my answer is right. So let's move to the next question. Okay, so relatively easy question. And he says, the question is, rearrange the formula. V is equals to P divided by, 3 divided by P plus 5 to make P the subject. Okay. So if we want to make P the subject, so you have to rearrange it in such a way that the P is alone on one side. Okay, so very simple. Okay. So here we go. So here we go. So P will be, so cross multiply here. So V bracket P plus 5 bracket close equals to 3. So VP plus 5V equals to 3. So VP will be equals to 3 minus 5V. This V will go on the other side and divide. So P is equals to 3 minus 5V, the whole thing divided by V. So this is the answer. And let me show you. Yeah, this is the answer, sir. So my answer is right. You can also write them in this form. If you want to, there will be no problem. Okay, question number 6 is P part. Here we have, he says, express as a single fraction in its simplest form. So here we have 2 fractions. And the denominators are algebraic expressions. And I can write their LCM. I can take their LCM. Both of them will come in the LCM. So 2x minus 5, x minus 6, both in the LCM. So here you will have x bracket x minus 6 bracket close plus 3 bracket 2x minus 5 bracket close. So this x will multiply with both the terms. This 3 will multiply with both these terms. So we will have x squared minus 6x plus 6x minus 15 divided by, this thing will remain as it is. So this is x squared minus 6x plus 6x. So this is gone. So you will have x squared minus 15 and divided by this. And you can leave the fraction like this, or you can you can multiply these two brackets with each other. So you will have x squared minus 15, and at the end you will have 2x squared minus 17x plus 30. And this is the answer in the back. You can leave the answer like this, or you can write the answer like this. It's up to you. Both are right. Okay, so let's go to the next part. That's question number 6C part. Here he says solve. Here we have a fraction, algebraic fraction, and equals to 2. Just cross multiply here, and you will be able to solve it. Okay, so you will have 2 bracket 1 minus 3x equals to 4x plus 5. That will be 2 minus 6x equals to 4x plus 5. That's minus 6x minus 4x equals to 5 minus 2. And minus 10x equals to 3. So 10x equals to minus 3. X will be equals to minus 3 by 10. So minus 3 by 10 is the answer. Which is the right answer, sir? Minus 3 by 10. Okay. So we are going to the next part. Here we have. That's the question number 6. It's D part. He says solve. So we have 5 bracket x plus 3 bracket close equals to 2x bracket 2x minus 1 bracket close. So we will open these brackets and then we will be able to solve it. Okay, so here we go. 5x plus 3 equals 2x minus 1. Okay, it will be 5x plus 15 equals to 4x squared minus 2x. So 4x squared minus 2x minus 5x minus 15 is equal to 0. 4x squared minus 7x minus 15 is equal to 0. So here I'm going to apply the quadratic formula. Here the coefficient of the x square is a, so that is 4. And the coefficient of the x is b, and that is minus 7. And the constant term here is c, so that is minus 15. I will apply the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is minus b plus minus under root b squared minus 4ac. The whole thing divided by 2a. Just substitute the values of a, b, and c here. Minus bracket minus 7 bracket close plus minus square root. And under the square root, we have minus 7 whole square minus 4 into 4 into minus 15. And downstairs we have 2 into 4. So that is 7 plus minus, that is 49. This is plus 240 divided by 8. So now it will become 7 plus minus under root 289. The whole thing divided by 8. So 7 plus minus under root 289 is 17. So now there are two things which you can do. 7 plus 17 equals to divided by 8. That is 24 by 8. That is 3. Or you can say minus 17 by 8, that is minus 10 by 8. So that is 5 by 4, and that is minus 1.25. So my answer is one value of the x is 3, the other value of the x is minus 1.25. So let me reduce the size so you can see, oh my God, it has to be very small. So now I think you can see the whole question together. The x is 3 and the x is minus 1.25. So x is 3 and x is minus 4, 5 by 4. So our answers are right, sir. This is the answer. And this is the whole question. That's the D part. Question number 7, he says, a field is in the shape of a quadrilateral PQRS. Okay. A field is in the shape of a quadrilateral PQRS. A path crosses the field from P to R, sorry, this path. And he says the PQ the PQ length is 280 meter and the RS is 146 and the PR is 325. Okay. S is on a bearing of 042. They're talking about this line. The S is on the bearing of 42. from the P, and the PSR is 108. This angle is 108, and the RPQ is 38. This angle is 38. Okay. Calculate the bearing of the R from the P. R from the P. So first of all, I need to find out this angle. Okay. I need to calculate this angle. So very simple. So I'm going to apply the law of sine. So sine of this angle divided by 146 equals to sine of 108 divided by 325. So here you can see, okay, so we are going to apply the law of sine. Sine SPR divided by 146 equals to sine 108 divided by 325. So sine SPR is equals to 146 multiplied sine 108 equals to divided by 325 equals to, and you get 0.427. Shift sign answer equals to, and when you take a sine inverse, you get the 25.3. And so I know this angle is 25.3. So the bearing of the R from the P is this. So it is 42 plus 25.3. So the bearing of the R from the P will be 42 plus 25.3. That is 67.3. 67.3 is the bearing. Yeah, and our answer is right. This is how this is done. Okay, then the question is B part. He says, show that the QR is 202. The QR, this side is 202. Okay, we have to show that. Okay, I know this side, that's 325. I know this side, that's 280. And I know the angle between them, 38. And I want to find out the side opposite to this. Okay. So very easily, I can find out this, the length of the side QR. If I will use the sine rule, or the cosine rule. Cosine rule is that P square is equal to Q square plus R square minus 2 into Q into R into cos of the RPQ. Just put the values there. So the P square will be equals to 325 square plus 280 square minus 2 into 325 into 280 into cos of 38, and that will be 40607.04. Then take the square root on both the sides. So the P will be equals to 201.5. 201.5. And that is the right answer, sir. 201.5. So the length QR will be 201.5. When you round it off, it will be 202. Okay. Then Maya walks at a constant speed of 5.5 kilometers per hour. Calculate the time it takes her to walk from Q to R. Give your answer in the minutes and seconds correct to the nearest second. Okay, so she is going from Q to R. So she is going from Q to R, and we know that distance is 202 meter. And so the distance is 202 or 201.51 meter, or you can say 202 meter. The speed is 5.5 kilometer per hour. So I will convert that speed into meter per second. For that purpose, I will multiply it with the 1000 and I will divide it with the 3600. So I will get 5.5 multiplied 1000 divided by 3600. So that is 1.52 meter per second. That's the speed. The distance she needs to travel is 201.51 meter. The speed is 1.52 meter. So the time will be, when you divide, that's 132.57. So 132 minutes means, out of this 120 minutes means 120 seconds, means 2 minutes. And the remaining are 12.57 seconds. So that's approximately 2 minutes and 12 seconds. You can also write it. It is as 2 minutes and 13 seconds. So it is 2 minutes and 12 seconds. You see, there is a little difference between the answer, because I used here 201. If I use here 202, it will be much better answer. Okay. But anyway, this answer is right. Question number 8. So here we have question number 8. So we have question number 8. He says volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. And the curved surface area of the cone is pi RL. So here we have a cone, a big cone, and when we have a smaller cone here. The radius of the big cone is 16. The radius of the smaller cone is 12. The height of the bigger cone is 60, and the height of the smaller cone is 45. We can find the slant height of the bigger cone also. We can find out the slant height of the smaller cone as well. You know, L square is equals to H square plus R square. He says the diagram shows a bowl with a circular base, the curved surface. But how you will make the bowl? From the big cone, cut this smaller cone. The remaining will be a bowl. Okay. He says calculate the volume of the bowl from the. He says the diagram shows a bowl with the circular base. The curved surface of the bowl is found by removing a cone with the radius 12 centimeter and height 15 centimeter from a larger cone as shown in the diagram. The radius of the top of the bowl is 16 centimeter and the height is 15 centimeter. Calculate the volume of the bowl. So very simple. Find the volume of the larger cone, and from that find the volume of this big cone. Find the volume of the small cone. From the big cone, subtract the small cone. The remaining will be the volume of the bowl. So let me show you. Here we have. V will be, volume of the bowl will be V1 minus V2. So 1 by 3 pi r square h minus 1 by 3 pi r square h. 1 by 3 pi, 16 square into 60 minus 1 by 3 pi into 12 square into 45, and that is 16084.95 minus 6785.84, that is 9296.11. When you round it off, it is 9300 centimeter cube. 9300 centimeter cube is the right answer, sir. This is the solution. Question number 8A part is done. Question number 8B part. The slant height of the cone that has a base that has been removed is 3 centimeter. Show that the C is 46.6, correct to 3 significant figures. Okay, so I want to find out, okay, so I can find the slant height of the big cone. Their question is find the slant height of this small cone. So remember this right angle, these right angle triangles. So I will apply the Pythagoras here. So it will be C square will be equals to 45 square plus 12 square. So remember, the slant height square is equals to the height h square plus the r square, a famous formula when you study cone. So C square will be equal to 45 square plus 12 square, and that will be 2169. So take square root on both the sides. So C will be equals to 46.6. That is what you have to show. Here I have also calculated the slant height of the big cone, and that will be L square equals to 60 square plus 16 square. They have not asked this in this question, but it will be used in the next part. So the slant height of the big cone will be square root of the 3856, that is 62.1. So the slant height of the big cone is 62.1. So then C part, the bowl is completely filled with the water. Calculate the total surface area of the bowl that is in contact with the water. Very simple. If the bowl is filled with the water, the contact area of the water with the bowl will be the curved surface of that bowl divided by the bottom of that bowl. So that will be, let me show you. Pi r A1 plus A2 minus A3. A2 is the curved surface of the big cone. A3 is the curved surface of the smaller cone. And A1 is the base of that bowl. So that is pi r square plus pi rl minus pi rl. So pi 12 square plus pi into 16 into 62.1. This is the larger cone. And you see here the slant height of the larger cone is being used. I told you we have to find out that. And this is the curved surface area of the smaller cone, pi into 12 into 46.6. So when you will enter these values in your calculator, you will get 1817. 1817. So when you round it off, it will be something like 18. When you round it off, so it will be like 1820. So our answer is right. Okay, then we have the next question. The next question is question number 9. He says, here we have a shape A, B, C, D. So this shape is, he says, ABCD is a rectangle with the AB equals to 10. So this thing is basically 10. AB is 10. And AD is 12. Okay. And the PQ is parallel to AB and the RS is parallel to AD. Y is the point of intersection of the PQ and the RS. Okay. And BR and the DP, they both are equals to X. So this is X, this is X, this is X, this is X, this is also X. A smaller rectangle and a square are shaded. So this is a rectangle, it's a square. Okay. He says write down an expression in terms of X for AR. Okay. So let me show you here. So this whole thing is 10, this is X, so this will be 10 minus X. This whole thing is 12, this is X, so this will be 12 minus X. This whole thing is 10, this is X, this is 10 minus X. This is X, so this is also 12 minus X. The first question they are asking is AR. AR will be equals to AB minus BR. AB is 10 and the BR is X, it is given. So the 10 minus X is that expression. Then we have to write that expression for the AP. The AP will be equals to, AP is equals to AD minus PD. AD is 12 and the PD is X, so it will be 12 minus X. Very simple. And then he says the area of the shaded rectangle ARYP and the area of the triangle ABCD is equals to 3 by 4. Show that you will get X squared minus 22X plus 30 equals 0. So they are saying area of the shaded rectangle ARYP. They are talking about this. Its area will be 10 minus X multiplied with the 12 minus X and divided by with the ABCD. Its sides are 10 and 12. Simply multiply them. So area of the ARYP divided by the area of the ABCD. And they say this is equals to 3 by 4. Okay. So what we will do, just multiply these two brackets with each other. So you will have 120 minus 10x minus 12x plus x squared. Downstairs you will have 120 equals 3 by 4. Cross multiply here. So you will have, so just take 120 to this side, sorry. And 120 minus 22x plus x squared equals 3 by 4 into 120. And when you do this, it is 90. So bring this 90 to this side. So x squared minus 22x plus 120 minus 90. And 120 minus 90, that is 30. So x squared plus minus 22x plus 30 equals 0. So this is the B part. We have to show that, and it is no problem. This is perfect. Okay. Here we have, he says C part. He says solve the x squared minus 22x plus 30 equals 0. You show your working and give your answers correct to 2 decimal places. And it carries 3 marks. It's a quadratic equation. So you simply have to, use the quadratic formula. Here the coefficient of the x is a, and that is 1. The coefficient of the x is b, and that is minus 22. And the constant term here is c, and that is 30. So we will have x is equals to, apply the quadratic formula, that is minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac, and the whole thing divided by 2a. So you will have, just substitute the value of the a, b, and c here. So minus into minus 22 plus minus under root minus 22 whole square minus 4 into 1 into 30 whole thing divided by 2 into 1. It's 22 plus minus, when you take it square, it is 484. And then you multiply these three, you get 120. So 484 minus 120 under the radical sign, you will have 22 plus minus under root 364 and the whole thing divided by 2. And when you take its square root, it is 19.08. So 22 plus minus 19.08 divided by 2. So now there are two things. In your calculator, what you will do, you will write 22 plus 19.08 equals to, divided by 2 equals to, you will get 20.5. And the second thing is 22 minus 19.08 equals to, divided by 2 equals to, and that will be 1.46. So the x will have two values. One is 1.46 and the other is 20.5. So you will have 1.46, 20.05, and you can see, yeah, question number 9, all the answers are showing. These answers are right. Okay, then we have the next part. He says, find the total unshaded area in the rectangle ABCD. So we want to find out the unshaded area. Unshaded area is this plus this. This will be 10, and this is x multiplied 12 minus x, and this will be x multiplied 10 minus x. So the unshaded area will be A1. There are two places which are unshaded, both are rectangles. So 12 minus x into x plus x into 10 minus x. So when this x will multiply with these, so you will have, you know the x value. There are two values of x. One is this, the other one is this. We cannot use this one because it makes the side negative. So I'm going to use this value, okay? So 12 minus 1.46 into 1.46. This is 10.54 multiplied 1.46, and that is 15.3884. Here in the same way, here substitute x with the 1.46. You will have 1.46 into 10.146. And that will be 1.46 multiply 8.54, and that is 12.4684. When you add them, you get 27.8, and that is 27.9. 27.9. And you can see 27.9 is the right answer, sir. So this is the solution. So we are done with the question number 9. The light is gone. Load shedding in Pakistan. Okay. We are done with these. Okay. Now we are going to the next question. We have question number 10. Question number 10 is a part. Here we have a circle. And he says AC and BD are diameters of the circle center O. Okay. So this is diameter. So this angle will be 100% 90. And this is diameter. So this angle will be also 90 degree. The reason is right angle in the semicircle. Show that the triangle ABC. So they are talking about ABC, this triangle, is congruent to the triangle BAD. They are talking about this triangle. So we have to prove that these triangles are congruent to each other. Give a reason for each statement you make. Okay, it's a 3 marks question. Okay. Very simple. I say that the ABC angle is equals to DAB. They both are equals to 90. And why they are 90? Because this is right angle in the semicircle. Then we have an AC side is equals to BD side. Why? Because both are diameters. The AC is equals to the BD. Why? Because it is given in the question that they both are diameter. Okay. Then we have, just leave this line. Okay. AB side and the BA side, they both are equal. This side is common in both the triangles which you are comparing. So now the two triangles which you are comparing, they are right angle triangles. Their hypotenuse is same, and then another side is same. So when you are comparing two right angle triangles, and if their hypotenuse is same and another side is same, we will say they both have the same hypotenuse. I mean, the hypotenuse lengths are equal to each other, and their one side is also same. So we can say that the two triangles are congruent to each other, and we say this property is RHS. So due to the RHS, both the triangles are congruent to each other. You see, I don't need this argument. I need this argument, and this argument. And on the basis of these three arguments, I can say this, that the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle BAD because both the triangles are right angle triangles, and both of them have their hypotenuse are same, and one of their sides are also same. So RHS. So let me show you the argument is here. You can see this argument. And this is my argument. So our answers are right. And then he says, okay. The question number 10 is B part. He says two tangents TC, TD are drawn to the circle in the part A. The diameter of the circle is 8 centimeter and the ABD is 28. ABD is, they are talking about this angle, that is 28. Find the COD. COD, they want me to find out this angle, COD. Okay, so very simple. So AOD angle, that will be 2 times the ABD angle, because look at this chord AD, it came to the center and it came to the circumference. The angle at the center is 2 times angle at the circumference. So this angle here, that will be 2 times the 28, and that will be 56. So the AOD angle is 2 multiplied 28, that is 56. So if I know this angle, that is 56. So very easily I can find this whole angle COD. It's a straight line. AOC is a straight line. If I know this angle, I can find out this angle. From 180 subtract 56. The sum of the adjacent angles on a straight line is 180. So the AOD angle plus the DOC angle, that is equals to 180. The sum of the adjacent angles on a straight line is 180. So 56 plus DOC is equals to 180. So the DOC will be equals to 180 minus 56. The DOC angle will be 124. The angle DOC will be 124. So this angle will be 124. Let's check. 124 is the right answer, sir. This is the solution. I hope you understand. Okay, then their question is calculate the area shown shaded in the diagram. Okay. So I will find the area of this triangle. I will double it, and from this I will subtract the area of this sector. The remaining will be the shaded area. This is the strategy. And we know that this radius is 4. So very easily I can find out this. The angle DOT will be 124 divided by 2, that is 62. So this angle is 62. And I know this radius is 4. Here you see I have written 4. And I will take tan of the 62. Tan of this 62, this angle is 100% 90. Tangent and radius, they are perpendicular to each other. So if I take tan of this, that will be the perpendicular divided by the base. And so the tan 62 will be equals to dt divided by 4. So dt will be equals to 4 multiply tan 62. So the dt will be equals to 7.52. So once I know the 7.2, okay, I know this side, that is 7.2. I can find the area of this triangle. I know the base, I know the height. 1 by 2 base into height. Once I know the area of this triangle, I will double it. I will get the area of this quadrilateral. Okay. So the area of the DOCT will be 2 times the area of the triangle DOT. So 2 into 1 by 2 into 4 into 7.52. So that is 30.09. Now I will find the area of the sector. That will be theta by 360 pi r square. That will be 124 divided by 360 pi 4 square. That is 17.31. So the area 2 will be 17.31. Shaded area will be A1 minus A2. That is 30.09 minus 17.31. And that's 12.78. And that is 12.8. So this is how this is done. And I hope you understand. 12.8 is the answer, sir. And 12.8 is the right answer, sir. Okay, so this is the solution of that part. I hope you understand this. So my dear students, we have reached the end of this paper. So, okay. So my dear students, today in this video, we have done the solution of the October-November 2019 2-2 paper. This paper 2 was from the zone 2 or the variant 2. There were 10 questions, and in this video, we have done all the 10 questions. I have tried my best to write the solutions in a way that you can understand them. And I have also tried my best to describe them, the solution in the words, so you can understand them. But still, if I have made some mistake, I'm sorry for that. It's possible for a human being to make mistake. But my one thing is that please check the answers with the marking scheme. If you like this video, please like this video, share the link of this video with your friends, with your colleagues, with your teachers, with your senior students, with your junior students. When you do this, you help me to promote my channel. I think it's a great blessing for me that I can make these videos which can touch the life of so many students around the globe, especially the students in Pakistan, especially the students in Bangladesh, especially the students in Sri Lanka, Mauritius, Brunei, and Saudi Arabia, and India, so Sri Lanka. So all of you, all my students, thank you very much and have a good day. God bless you all.